There is a saying that says your network is your net worth. I would rather advise that from today, begin to do something about your association, because it has a lot of things to do with your worth tomorrow. Can anyone be rich in any nation and in anywhere? My name is Lekan Abioye, and that is what I'm here today to discuss with my audience. Being rich is not peculiar to a nation, and it's not peculiar to a people. We have also seen over the years that even in our local community, there are millionaires. Even in my village today, we have billionaires there. The same way it is in the city, where we have successful people and we also have people that are struggling. But what are the defining factors and what are the moments that brings about these changes that we're talking about today? Anyone can be rich anywhere. Anyone can be successful in any place. And anyone can also be rich in any nation. So, there are rich nations and there are poor nations. What makes a rich nation to be rich are the people and the resources and the management. What makes the poor nation to be poor are the people, the resources, and the management. But you know what? Riches start from the mind. And riches start also from the knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge to be rich, you cannot be rich. If you don't have the mind to be rich, you might not be rich. And also, I want to make you to know that it is hardly that you find a profession that you don't have wealthy people or successful people there. Hardly will you find that. And over the years, I've made a lot of studies and I've discovered that there are few factors that can make anyone, anywhere, to be rich and to be successful. Number one is knowledge. What do you know? The more you know, the more you see. And the more you see, the more you can become. So a lot of people today find themselves in situations and places where they are not being opportune to know. And when you are not opportune to know, then you are bound to be limited. So that is why what this platform is meant to do is to make you to know. To know what to do and to know what not to do. If you know what not to do and you don't do them, it means that you are wise and you are prepared for a change of position. When you learn the art of doing something and you do it, then you have your life being transformed. A poor man who wants to be a rich man will first start by knowing what the rich man knows and begin to do what rich man knows. There is one thing that says that the more your heart is enriched, the more you are truly rich. If you don't have anything in your mind or in your brain, somebody who has not gone to school to study engineering cannot become an engineer. Somebody who has not gone to the four walls of the university and learn architecture cannot build those fantastic structures that we see around. So that implies that the knowledge that you have has a lot to do in making you to become rich or to remain poor. Let's quickly take this instance to our village. Let's look at our village today. In every village that you see rich people there. And in every village that you see, you also see poor people there. What makes those who are wealthy in the village, like farmers, like traders, some of these people, they are even illiterates. So knowledge is not about going to the four walls of university or probably being to schools. But what knowledge brings to you is being acquired via education. So when you acquire knowledge, it means that you have been educated. And that has a lot to do in transforming your life and transforming your situation. And that is very, very essential that I talked about that today. What do you know? What knowledge do you have? What skill do you have? A lot of people are acquiring skills that might not make them to actually be rich as at the time they probably want to. A lot of people too looking for jobs. The kind of jobs that they are doing are kind of jobs that are not scarce. Let us look at our environment today. You see a lot of people who are now going into tech and all of that, and you see them getting quality jobs and all. It's because of the acquired knowledge that is not easily attainable by the generality of the people. And then they have that opportunity. A lot of people also that need to get into some specific places and they refuse to get into those places. These are some of the challenges that has helped some people to remain poor while some become rich. When your mind is enlightened, you seek for places where there are opportunities. There is a saying that says your location determines your allocation. When you don't have the right location, or you don't know how to position yourself for right or to be at the right place at the right time. Why is it that people come to Lagos from their villages? Even why is it that I left Ekiti and come to Lagos? It is because I decided to say, there are a lot of opportunities in Lagos. Let me go to that location because opportunities will come my way. And even if opportunities is not coming my way, I will have the opportunity of creating something that will put me in a position to becoming rich. So, it is very, very pertinent that your location becomes another thing that matters. But I said something, anywhere can be your place of location, depending on what you want to do. If you want to be a farmer and a prosperous farmer, you cannot come to the center of Lagos to be a successful farmer. You must go to where there is arable land, where there are opportunities for you to set up your farm, whether it's animal husbandry or cash cropping and all of that. That is where the location for that is. But if you are in Lagos and then you are saying that you are a farmer, yes, maybe you have been able to inculcate technology into your agric work or into your agric business. That is why you can be in Lagos and use technology to probably execute your agricultural projects. So your location is also very, very important. But like I said earlier, what is most important is the knowledge that you acquire. Another thing that I also want to mention is this. What surrounds you and what do you surround yourself with? If you surround yourself with successful people, you are the next successful man among them. If you surround yourself with poor people, you are the next poor person also among them. So who are within your circle? There is a saying that says your network is your net worth. As a matter of fact, these days, one of the assets that people have refused to get is what is called social capital. Social capital. You need to connect. You need to network. People are in a spot today and they are connected globally because of technology. There are people in Lagos today that are doing a whole lot of things in the US, a whole lot of things in Asia, while they are seated here. What is the difference? it is the community that they belong to. And they've been able to utilize technology to help them get the right environment and the right association. So who do you associate with? Where do you associate? And how do you associate? So you need to consciously build the kind of network that can make you to be successful and to be rich. So I would rather advise that from today, begin to do something about your association, because it has a lot of things to do with your what tomorrow. So social has become capital. That is why when you need something, you first go into your social and see those people who are within that your circle and see what you can make out of that circle. It is when you don't have it within that space that you also tell those people within that space and say, come, this is what I'm looking out for. Do you have your own circle somewhere where I can get what I'm actually looking for? Somebody once said, if you want to meet anybody anywhere in this world, you are just 4 steps away from that person. It means that if I want to meet the president of Nigeria today, I'm just 4 steps away. I just need to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows him. And it can be so short. I just need to know one person that knows somebody that then take me to Aso Rock. And it can be so short that I just need to know one person and then straight express to the president of our nation. So we are not far from our next opportunity. What can make it to be far from our next opportunity is, what is your net worth? What is your net worth? Your net worth, I want to say again, determines your network. Anybody, anywhere can actually become rich. You can be successful in any nation, in any place. As a matter of fact, what builds nations is actually the people, the quality of the people. And it becomes very, very important that we as individuals, as we journey into riches, wealth creation, success, prosperity, begin to see how we become a more valuable entity. And that can only come when you begin to personally develop yourself. So that is the place of acquiring knowledge that will bring up your value. When your value increases, your worth also increases. So the more value you've been able to place on yourself by skill acquisition, by knowledge acquisition, by networking, by building your net worth in terms of social capital, then it has added value to you. And that is why one of the things that anyone who wants to be successful in life need to do is to see how he can develop himself personally. They call it personal development. When you've been able to do this over a period of time, your value increases. And things that begin to show up in your life will be things that are valuable. You begin to attract and you begin to magnetize opportunities. And those opportunities will begin to take you to your place of riches and wealth. And this is one of those things that is very, very vital and is missing today. For example, our nation. Somebody once said, if you want to hide anything from any black man, just put it in a book. Many of us are not reading. We are not learning. Our time is being wasted. Our times are no longer being judiciously used for us to be able to know what we want and what we do not want. Basically, anyone can actually be rich anywhere and in any nation and in any place. Those who want to be rich look for opportunity. How good do you sort for opportunity? Opportunity a lot of time does not knock on your door. You go out to look for it. A lot of people today, they are not actually, on the lookout for opportunities. Some people, what they do is to lock themselves somewhere and pray and fast and all of that. But I've also come to realize that essentially most of the people whom we call today rich or wealthy, they do a lot by looking for opportunities. You don't only wait for opportunity, you go find it. You go look for it. It is when you keep looking for it that you can come across it. Now, within your local environment or anywhere you find yourself, what problem are you willing to solve? What problem have you been able to identify? The more problem you solve, the more wealth you accumulate. If you are not willing to solve problem, forget it. You cannot be rich. So you can be in your village and solve problems. Every problems of Nigeria will not be solved in Lagos. And every problem of Nigeria will not be solved in Abuja. And every problem of Nigeria will not be solved at Abeokuta. So don't struggle and keep struggling, thinking that you can be rich in the city alone. You can be rich in the village. You can be rich in small towns. Go and look for those problems that are peculiar to those places. And when you solve those problems for the people within that environment, you will be the next sought after wealthy person within that community. I have seen people who become successful in various professions, different towns, different industries, different people solving specific problems. Today, Nigeria has its own peculiar problems that we need to solve. And it is those people who decide to solve it that will become rich solving it. For example, we still have a lot of problem of infrastructure. Those people who are solving the problem of infrastructure, even within local community, they are making the money. Those people solving the problem of food shortages in many places, they are also making the money. What problems are you solving? Anybody, anywhere can become rich. You can't be a lizard in Lagos and become an alligator in America. No, it doesn't work that way. The more problem you solve, the more wealth comes your way. If you refuse not to solve problem, however, you'll be able to equip yourself to have some skills. Your skills will make room for you where some people are trying to solve problems. An entrepreneur who has the knowledge and the skill to harmonize resources, whether human, capital, different resources, cannot be the one that will undo everything. So he needs to get a team in place that specializes in different skills. His own is to harmonize those skills to solving a problem. So the moment you have a skill to solve in that equation, then you are among those people who will be on their journey to becoming rich. And these are things that I need to let you know today. It has to sink in your mind. Where you are seated, where you are today, what problems are you solving? Or what problem do you wish to solve that you don't even have the skill? You don't even know how to go about it, but you know where the skills could be acquired, and you decided and say, yes, let me go and acquire this skill because I want to be part of those people that solve this problem. Like I've been saying, anyone can be rich, can be successful anywhere and in any place. You can be successful, you can be rich in Nigeria, you can be rich in abroad, you can be rich in your village. The most important things are those factors that I've mentioned. And let me tell you, most of Nigerians, they experience a lot of humiliation in their quest for green pasture outside the shore of Nigeria. I remember many years ago, I just entered into Hamburg in Germany, and then on board that flight on that fateful day, we were only 2 people who were black. We were actually coming in from Rome, Italy, then straight to Hamburg. And then on that flight, it was myself and one other black gentleman that were stopped by the police to look and check our passport and who we are. And on that particular day, I was actually hungry. And eventually they felt, oh, we are sorry. But I asked a question, why is it that among every other person, it was only you, me and this gentleman that was stopped? Because we were black. But I made them to know, I'm just in your country. I'm actually here to do business. I brought my own money as an entrepreneur into your economy to do something. And eventually, we were let go. And they said, we are very sorry. But some of this humiliation can actually be stopped when we ourselves begin to solve our problem. Our problem solving will not come from America. It will not come from Europe. It is we that will solve our problems, because our problems are unique and they are peculiar to us. And that is one of the things that I am sharing with you here today. So, in closing, if you want to know more about how to create opportunity for yourself, if you want to learn more on how you want to embark on a journey to riches and to wealth creation, you don't need to look further. I can coach you, I can mentor you, I can guide you. Just DM me. Just go online, go to my channel on YouTube, Wealthcraftco, subscribe, like, comment, DM me. Go to every of our social media handle. Just put in there Olalekan Abioye. You come across me. Just put in there Wealthcraftco on TikTok and on other social media platforms. It is very, very easy to get across to me. And then I will start with you on that journey of becoming wealthy. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Lekan Abioye. God bless.